Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everybody is good. All right. So, yeah, Black Friday live sale, 100% discount. Everything must go. All my thoughts must go out of my head. On to you guys. Lucky you. How is everybody? Hope you're well. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving if you're American. And if you're not American, you're not worth talking to. So don't even bother coming all up in here. I'm just kidding. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Hope you had a good week in general. Hopefully you have a good weekend coming up. And hopefully you survived Black Friday. So, oh no, T Rance is sick but recovering. Oh no, well, I'm glad you're recovering at least. Titans Husky Life is here. Hello. Good to see you guys. Hope all is well, as I said. So yeah, I just thought I'd come on and do a live and chat with you fine folk. You are early. Yes, sir. It's good to see you. Defiant says, totally not me watching old school wrestling. Old school wrestling's great. I'm good, thank you. Howdy, happy turkey weekend. Captain Corky is here. Greetings, sir. Hypno Amber, hi Captain, just stopping in for a few. Excited about tomorrow. Oh, for the Trekyards? Yeah, that's Trekyards featuring Commander Cockings and Marie. I will likely show up at some point, but I'm not going to be there at the beginning. And I might not even make it. But you guys get to hound Sam and Marie, so hopefully you'll enjoy that. Eric Martin, member for 13 months at the rank of Captain. I'm here and I'm awake and feeling chatty. Oh, giddy. I feel so much better now. He's feeling chatty. Nah, that's okay. Eric's great. Eric is great. I was at his place on, was that Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. We watched The Empire Strikes Back, and he's always a good host. He's got amazing snacks and things, so it was great hanging out with him. Need to do it again sometime soon. Probably gonna watch Terminator 2 next time. So it's like sequels. I guess we can only watch sequels, but that's okay. Hypno Amber, and I'm actually going to drink tomorrow. I'm going to be late because I have to watch the episode as soon as it drops. Yeah, the Doctor Who thing. I also got to watch that at some point. That's why I might not be there, because I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If I'm not at this one, though, we're going to be doing one in another week or two, like before Christmas, because we have to still do our season 4 retrospective for Lower Decks. That's not going to be this weekend. It was never intended to be this weekend. This is just a weekend that Marie agreed to join Sam for a live, so I will try to be there, but don't hold me to that. Defiant Mr. Raven Productions. Fun fact, there are no Federation starships named after wrestlers. There needs to be a Hart class. Does there, though? I mean, Stu Hart's dungeon was pretty great, but not a big fan of Bret Hart. Owen Hart, rest in peace. Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Not a big fan of the Harts, honestly. Chuck A. Hi, Captain Foley. I'll be at Denver Galacticon tomorrow. No vendors table, just as a fan. Denise Crosby, J.G. Hertzler, and Todd Stashwick and other Star Trek actors will be there. Very awesome. Have fun, man. Have fun and be safe. Olivia, $2. Olivia's in the house. She is. Snack Yards comes before Food Yards on weekend lives. Maybe. Defiant says, howdy, Olivia. Hope you're well. Eric Martin, do the opening to T2 for me. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I usually do that because I have the shot glass, the T2 shot glass, and but I don't have a shot glass right now, nor alcohol, so I mean, if somebody wants super chat on for me to drink, I will, but I gotta go get it. But I don't have it here right this second. But anyway, I want everybody to hit that like button. If the notification would go away from my top of my screen, I could tell you. There we go. We got 29 people here and 9 likes. I want to get higher than that. Hit that like button. Peter the Coco, $5. Hi, crew. Star Trek is on Pluto for free. Enjoy. Fleetpaw, $2. Never fear, Fleetpaw's here. iOS 17 giving me issues. Oh, no. No, say it ain't so. Neil Hammersmith, hey, Cap. Went to a minor league hockey game tonight here in Cleveland. The Monsters played the Toronto Marlies. We thought of you. Aw, thank you. I mean, Toronto's near me. I don't give a shit about hockey. So, but at least somebody thought about me. Thank you. Defiant says Tubi now has all classic episodes of Doctor Who, 1963 to 1989. Ooh, wow. Bill says, I love the Bird of Prey. I do too. Where'd that come from, though? Bird of Prey's a great ship. Eric Martin, Fleetpaw is here. Now I feel safe. Franz Morris Booth is drinking wine, I guess. Captain Corky says, I live in Akron, and I didn't even know there were monsters were playing tonight. Cheers to you as well, Fran. Edgar Brooks says he hit like as soon as he started watching. That's the way to do it. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You have faith in me that I'll be entertaining, or at least watchable. Let's see. Ray Rivera, Squadra Course. Everybody's here. Olivia Julius, $2. I fear Fleetpaw is here. Oh no, you made Olivia fear Fleetpaw. The USS Slapshot, NCC 1010 SHL, Space Hockey League. Interesting. Yeah, don't much care for hockey, so so how's everybody doing? I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, like I said, if you're American, and hopefully you had a good Black Friday. We actually went out and did some shopping today, which I never like going shopping on days like this, but had a really good morning, and then me and Sylvia went out for breakfast, and then afterwards we're like, hey, we should go see how busy the store is, and then we did, and the mall was super hectic, so we didn't do the mall, but we did go do some Christmas shopping, and got some things done, which is nice because we're kind of behind this year on the Christmas thing. And if you haven't started Christmas shopping, now's probably a good time. We didn't get any great like Black Friday deals. And yes, we have Black Friday here in Canada. Actually, some companies call it Red Friday for some reason. And I saw another one calling it Blue Friday in an email a few days ago. And I'm like, all I'm missing is a Green Friday. But hopefully, if you did go out, you got some good deals and whatever. A lot of the Black Friday stuff around here lasts for like the weekend or maybe even the next week. So War God 6 says, I was kind of disappointed. I think those Facebook reels are true looked at the same TV. About 2 months ago, posted as Black Friday sale, was the same price as what I paid. What the? I don't know, man. Peter the Coco, hey, question. Hey, answer. Why did Spock always hold the tricorder backwards in TOS? He doesn't need to see the screen. It was Leonard Nimoy's choice to do that. Actually, it's funny you say that because I just recorded a video today where I talk about that very thing. That always bothered me, how he held it backwards. Sure, you could probably reorient the screen so that you could see it even though it's facing away from you, and you can... He was doing it to show off the detail of the tricorder, which... Sure, it's a great prop, but I always hated the way Spock held the tricorder. It made no goddamn sense to me. So, and there's never anything on the screen. So he's so good at his job that only his Vulcan eyesight can read that screen. He's got it toned down for Vulcan eyes so that nobody can peep on what he's tricordering. So he's looking at the naked ladies. He's using the X-ray vision of the tricorder, I guess. I don't know. It's always bothered me, but I have a video coming out, coming out soon. I don't know when, but where I talk about that. Because this video that I just recorded today, I got 2 packs of old trading cards from 1991 for the 25th anniversary of Star Trek. One was Star Trek, the original series, and one was Star Trek TNG. 12 cards in each. I opened them up, and it's a funny video because I read the back of the card and I have animated GIFs and pictures going on at the same time, kind of telling the story of what is going on. And it's I think it's hilarious, but people might not like it. But one of them was about the tricorder, the TOS tricorder, and to picture Spock holding it that way. And I just talk about that. That's hilarious that you mentioned that today. Wow. Wow. Peter, good job. Fleetpaw said no one is perfect. She's just weird. That's true. Fran says, love the library behind you. Thank you. And yes, it is a real library. It is an actual library. It's not a backdrop. Well, it is a backdrop, but it's not like... It's a real library. This is our library. That's part of it. There's more books over here. There's more books on this side. There's a shelf over there with a whole bunch of really cool curiosities. But thank you, Fran. Captain Corky. My name is Rosalie. I'm Captain Corky's daughter, and I wanted to wish you all a happy Black Friday. Love your channel. P.S. Dad said it was okay. LOL. Well, hello, Rosalie. Thank you for liking the channel. I appreciate that. Tell your dad I say hi. Earth says, or a yellow Friday. Everything is yellow. Yuck. Even the snow when the dogs are out. Yeah. Fran says, nope, I stay away from the Black Friday crowds. It's a good idea. It honestly is. That's what I do most of the time, too. Bud is here. How's it going, Bud? Defiant says, it was a Spockism. It was. Actually, it was a Nimoyism, but yeah. Squadron Course got a few assets for Unreal. The big one was Space Creator Pro, which I plan to use to make some Star Trek cinematics. Very cool. I look forward to seeing those, Squadron Course. Fleet Pass says, I actually don't remember how Spock held the tricorder. I need to look now, I guess. Go, please look. It's awful. I don't even have the card up here to show you. Out of all these books, I'm not sure which one might have a picture of Spock doing that. So, Bud says, maybe you had to hold the tricorder that way because sensors face that way and he was scanning stuff. Yeah, but everyone else used it the correct way, facing towards you, because it would make no sense that way. But that's okay. It's fine. The new backdrop is awesome. It's not a new backdrop. It's the same backdrop. It's just it's not angled. Usually I'm facing this way and I have it kind of, so it's angled. I just have it direct on this time. So Olivia throws in $5. I got you your gift. A donation in your name has been made to the Feed Apollo Fund. Thank you. Thanks to you, Apollo can eat food and look adorable at the same time. Aww. Hope Apollo's doing well. Eric Martin throws in $5. Are we ever getting the library tour? No. I was just thinking that. I was saying, hey, there's a cool shelf with cool things over here. You're never going to see it. Fuckers. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll do something tonight. I don't know. That's going to be a rather long live. I'd like to do it during the day in the afternoon when it's nice and sunny out. So I got a nice bright, so you can see everything better. So, yes, you will get a library tour at some point. I just don't know when. But that's hilarious that you mentioned that because I was thinking the exact same thing as I was talking about it. Dave and Laura are here. Hello. They say, hey, all. Everyone say, hey to Dave and Laura. Fleetpaw, I found it. Definitely interesting. How do you see what you're scanning? Well, he's got it tilted. Like, even though it's facing this way, he's got it tilted so he could see. But yeah, it actually drives me nuts. It drives me nuts the way Spock holds a tricorder in TOS. It just annoys the shit out of me. General Grievous, your library reminds me of the TV show The Librarians. Why? Because there are shelves and books, and it's a library. Vance, I posted a pic in Cool Stuff channel. Yes, on the Discord. Go check it out. Fran says, "Damn, love the vibe of your library. Thank you. I might show you around then. Who knows?" Uh, Eric, you could do Captain Foley's Neighborhood and wear a cardigan and read a new book to the chat. I've done story time with the Captain on the Captain Foley personal channel. I've done a few story times with the Captain. But yeah, I mean, hey, I might do something. Fleet Paw says, "You know what I'm not seeing right now? My fucking wallet. I can't find it and it's pissing me off. I think we need a rant alert." It's not my wallet. I don't give a shit. Says, "Had to switch to the desktop from the laptop. That thing was getting low on juice and the warp core was losing power. Oh no." Vance, "Wasn't McFadden also a prop person? I remember she liked her phasers." And Cody Michaels, "I can't work at work, so I can't stay. But happy Thanksgiving, Trekyards." Thank you, Cody. Same to you. All right, you know what? Because Fran's here and Fran's awesome, I'm going to show a bit of the library. Here we go. You ready? You're ready. All right. So here is some stuff. Here is some more stuff. This is my Star Trek bookcase. All Star Trek books and some Star Wars at the bottom there. There's a bunch of new books that we need to find a home for, because currently this is Sylvia's desk where she does work from home, and eventually she's going to get the room next to this one for her office. So this will actually get a few bookcases and we'll be able to get stuff in there. So, but there's that. There are some of her plants. She likes cacti and stuff. There's some of my paperbacks. And there's some comics and a full set of Ghost Rider cards down there. And stuff like that. And over here, we got our record player, some records, a hookah, some more books down there that shouldn't be where they are, but that's where they are. Dogs. There's a Precious, there's a Dot, and there's a Lola. Lola, hey, sweetie. And then we got some more books over here. Some graphic novels and some Titanic books and some ancient Egyptology books and some like price guides and stuff. And you got my clock my dad made for me, a globe, a bunch of random shit. There's some of Sylvia's gargoyles. And then some books here on like firearms and some of Sylvia's medical textbooks and Mysteries of the Unknown and Library of Curious and Unusual Facts books from, these were from Time Life books back in the 80s. More Egyptology books there. Some cool random books. Some books on mythology and the devil. Let's see. Some vampire books. A creature trying to escape. Just a bunch of random books. Oh, and my copy of Grey's Anatomy, that's in a recreation of like the first printing up there. Down here we got Mein Kampf right there. Mein Kampf, written by Adolf Hitler. That was given to Sylvia's Oma because Sylvia's Oma grew up in Berlin before World War II and had to escape at the end of the war. But anyway, long story. There we got some erotica fiction. Book of Nudes, oh no. He-Man books. And World War Extra, which is all like the front page covers of during World War II, and a book on disasters, more Egyptology stuff. Up here we got some fossils. A Utah raptor claw. That's an actual fossilized bone there from Alberta, and a actual bat skeleton fossil. Got some chainmail there. More gargoyles. More gargoyles. And over here we got my Knight Templar sword. A nice beeswax candle. Skull. Gargoyle. My Sherlock Holmes stuff is all here. So that's all Sherlock Holmes stuff. There's my real meerschaum pipe that my dad got me for my birthday this year. $300 pipe. My little Holmes statue. Holmes business card. Holmes action figure. Oh, I just gotta move this chair so you guys can see the rest of the stuff. Hold on, let me actually turn a light on. That might be helpful. Sherlock Holmes nesting doll. Some plates. There's the great Jeremy Brett with Sir Arthur Conan Doyle there, and Joseph Bell, who Holmes is based on. More Holmes books. More Holmes books. Some Holmes games. One of my favorites there, 221B Baker Street, is a really cool game with some of its supplements. Some of my pocket watches. This was given to me by Doc McGillicuddy, one of the Trekyards viewers. Pretty cool looking compass, right? Why does it say Ent on the bottom? I'll tell you why. Let me get this open without dropping it and breaking it, because that would be awful. Oop, there we go. So this is an actual antique compass. Hi, guys. This is a screen used prop from Star Trek Enterprise. This came from the Enterprise prop department. That's why it says Enterprise on the bottom. There's an episode of Enterprise called Borderlands where, is it T'Pol? T'Pol gives Archer the compass, or Archer gives T'Pol the compass. I can't remember now. But this is the compass that was held by Scott Bakula and Jolene Bollock. This is the actual screen-used prop. So, there you go. Like I said, some cool stuff. We got some random maps and stuff. Old books. Lots of old books and cool things. Some whiskey that I don't know how old that is, but it's been in that decanter forever. Postal scale, a wine. I forget what those are called, but they let the wine breathe. Big World Atlas. A clock that I made in high school for my mom, who loved owls. Some of Sylvia's funky new age stuff. She likes tarot cards, and there's some sage and stuff there. Some incense burners, dragon, and some. This is a Titanic compass, not a real one, but you screw that off and there's a compass in there. Some fake plants. A little curio box that has a bunch of random stuff in it. A salt light. There is a hourglass back there, some knights, a vampire skull, a wax sealing kit. It's a personal one, so it's got like an F for Foley. That's another incense burner gargoyle. Some of my aviator wings. I got some more Egyptology stuff up here. I'm a big Egyptology nerd. One of Sylvia's gargoyles. A really cool match holder. And some cool bottles. That's a 3D puzzle. There's a relief image of the Phantom of the Opera mask. Sorry, I'm just pushing this chair back. Here currently we have a Tribble, Goliath from Gargoyles, a bonsai tree, and some books that we've been reading. Here's some of my sword collection. The Kurgan sword from Highlander. The Highlander sword, this one's signed by Christopher Lambert. This is my walking stick that has a compass in the top and a flask. It actually has a brandy flask inside. Another one of my swords, my Highlander, the series. So Duncan MacLeod's sword, not Connor's. And then a fake knockoff one there. There's actually a real katana back there. Let's see, I didn't really cover this stuff over here too well. So there's some more gargoyle stuff. Sylvia loves her gargoyles. We got a little replica of the Ark of the Covenant, which is kind of a cheapy one. Some King Arthur books here and a King Arthur thing. Titanic. ILM, some G.I. Joe price guide things, ultimate guides. Just some more random stuff, Sci-Fi Chronicles. One of my Thundercat swords and my He-Man sword. Well, this is Sylvia's actually. It's solar powered. There's not enough light in here right now, but the globe turns in there. It's a thing of Jupiter, so you got the red spot. I got her that for Christmas one year. There it is. So when the sun's shining in, this thing's turning, which is cool. Her little terrarium thing. Some randomness there. Flesh Gordon pin. Limited edition one. Some random books. Some more Star Wars stuff there. Bunch of randomness there. Calligraphy sets, some sword hangers. Little miniature swords. Got some old maps. American flag. A fake flintlock black powder gun that I got at Disney World when I was a kid from the Pirates of the Caribbean. Here we got our cherubs from the top of the Ark. Is this boring you guys yet? Sorry, I can't really read your comments when I'm doing this. So. A bunch of my old novels. Got a Knight Rider novel, Trust Doesn't Rust. Adventures of Superman, Indiana Jones and the Hollow Earth. The Rocketeer, Time After Time, Ghost Rider, Jurassic Park. Lots of cool stuff. Over here we've got the Clan of the Cave Bear books. Right here. All of them. Great set. And these are just like map stickers and stuff. But Anne McCaffrey's Dragon Riders of Pern series, that's part of them. That's the newer editions. But there are all the Anne McCaffrey Dragon Riders of Pern books up to a certain point. Also got some of my random letter openers, all swords. Under here we got some more random stuff. Down there we got more random stuff. Ooh, look, some plant bits are on the floor. This is unacceptable. Bunch of comics, and like I said, my complete and sealed Ghost Rider 2 Spirit of Vengeance trading cards. Glows in the dark. So that all glows in the dark. And special select cards in there that glow in the dark. I have the complete card sets downstairs as well, but that's still a sealed one. I was big into Ghost Rider when I was younger. Star Trek Seen It, Star Trek Exploration kit thing, more Star Trek stuff, Star Trek stamps, the stamp sheet in there in that tube. Over here we got a bunch of random books I picked up lately that I've showed off on live streams, some Star Trek comics and some stuff that just need homes. Like I said, all my Star Wars novels. These are Star Trek novels. These are too deep. So this is the front row. There's a row stacked behind those. Oh, see you later, Hypno Amber. There's my Nakata built phaser prop. This needs to be dusted, so please ignore the dust. And a bunch of my Star Trek books. A bunch more of my Star Trek books and some Skeletreks. Sand art. Smaller Skeletreks and a Borg Skeletreks. More books. Starfleet Battles up there on the top. Lots of random Star Trek goodness. More on my books. I love those Ships of the Line books. Those are signed by Doug Drexler, Rick Sternbach, and John Eves when we had them all over at Doug Drexler's place a few years ago. That was awesome. There is my San Diego Comic-Con Diamond Select Gold exclusive Enterprise C, which this is the only release it ever got. No lights or anything on it because it's a Comic-Con exclusive, but it's my Franklin Mint 25th anniversary Enterprise. And my bottle, Sorry and Brandy, more of Sylvia's collection there, and one of the awards she won. A bunch of random Sylvia stuff up here. There's Quiet when he was a kid. There's Thomas, my oldest son when he was a kid. That's Selena, my oldest daughter that you never really hear about when she was a kid. And there she is as well. And there she is as well. And there's me giving you the finger. And I was like, I don't know, 13, 14. My brother was bugging me and I gave him the finger and he took a picture to show my parents. So that's young Captain Foley. And if you notice here, this is a Star Trek calendar on the wall. That's Shatner. Selena again. There's me and my best friend, Mike Mueller. He passed away 8 years ago now. But that's him and me and him at my first wedding. There's Celia. That's my Nana. There's me in a Batmobile. There's me and Sylvia being goofy. There's some Bank of Jamaica money. There's Cassie, my youngest daughter, quite a few years ago. Sherlock Holmes London map. and then file cabinet for files and a printer. And like I said, this is Sylvia's work area, so it's a little messy because she uses it every day, but that's understandable. So that's the library tour. Real quick, that was just a real quick one. I would love to do a more detailed one. I used to do ones called Super Chat and Tell, which is like a show and tell. I would show the stuff off like that, and you guys would super chat in anything you wanted, any piece you wanted me to talk about, focus on, or give you the history of, either my personal history or its actual production history. Yeah, so I might do those again if anybody's interested. Let's see. Stuff with stuff on stuff from stuff and lots of stuff, yes. And everything is cool stuff. Yeah, there's so much more you haven't seen too. Ghost Rider, yes, says Dave and Laura. Dave, I like you, man. You have some great taste in things because you watch me. I'm just kidding. Star Trek Catan is pretty fun. We haven't played it yet. Middle-aged books. Yeah, we got a lot of old books here as well that have histories. Peter Lukaku, $5. When are you doing a Tomy Enterprise review? Is it worth buying? I'd rather put the Enterprise D stage build. Yeah, that review is finished. It's going to be up this upcoming Wednesday. So the 29th. 29th will be the Tomy review. And yes, it is worth buying. Maybe not now on the secondary market. If you didn't get in at the $600 price, I don't think it's worth it for what they're selling it for in the secondary market. That's why I'm glad I got mine. Lola looks both sad and guilty at the same time. This is the life of a pug. Hypno-Member, it's a beautiful library. Mummy books. I got some books on mummification. Hot damn. Now that is a library. Eric Martin, don't forget the Playboy Centerfold folder book. Yeah, that's there. It's on the Sherlock Holmes shelf near the bottom. Because that's the only place it would fit right now. So, but yeah. Fleet Paw, pew pews. I like pew pews. Pew pews are fun. Urs says, my dad has a whole collection of history of World War II written by Churchill. Nice. General Grievous, hit the like, everyone, or else Fleet Paw will torture you with armpit fart sounds. Gross. Mein Kampf was taboo at school. They didn't even have it at the college library. Yeah, we got Mein Kampf. We've got the Satanic Verses as well. We got a lot of banned books. Mein Kampf is just a poorly written, awful piece of shit. So, cool sword. Well, that's one of them, yeah. Nice Templar sword. Thank you. Best Sherlock, Jeremy Brett, yes. The only Sherlock. He's not the only one. There are a few other good ones, but he's the definitive one. Fleet Paw, it's the compass that Archer gave to Paul on her first official duty in Starfleet. Yes, and that's the actual one. That's the actual screen-used one. Fran says that is really, really cool. I remember that. Oh my god, a wax letter sealing kit. Yes. I got planes like that still in use. Hypno-Amber. I'm a huge Egyptologist nerd too. What a great collection. Again, I haven't even gone into detail. There's probably a lot of things you missed. Like, I want to do it properly where I go through and kind of talk about each thing. But as you can see, I can't do that in one live. It'll be multiple lives because I'll cover like one shelf or one section. Because each of the books has a story or, you know, where I got it, how long I've had it, stuff like that. You have some really cool curios. Thank you. Stuart Foley, a man of many likes, of many talents. It's true. Fleet Paw shared the Christopher Lambert Highlander sword video. Thank you. I appreciate that. Dave says, LOL, I have the very same arc. Idea. It's not what I ordered. It's not the way it looked when I ordered it, but whatever. It's fine. Ray Rivera, you have enough stuff there to open a small museum. This is a museum. Come visit it anytime, guys. If you're in the area, stop by. The Duncan MacLeod Highlander sword video. Thank you, Fleet Paw. American flags. I knew you were secretly American. Captain Corky, I'm not bored at all. We're kind of loving this deep dive into the Captain Foley collection. I'm glad. I'll have to do it better sometime. Fran says, nope, loving the tour. Well, Fran, you started it by saying nice library, so. Eric Martin, it's my Jedi powers. I ask for a tour, and he can't resist. Are you saying I'm weak-minded? Is that what you're saying? Hypno, damn, gotta run now. Wish I could stay. Have a good night, everyone. Sad she had to go. Fleet Paw, $2. Did you see City on the Edge by the river? Or the city on the edge of the river? Trekyards is here. Hey, Melted Copper. Howdy, folks. Took a week to develop and learn. He did that. Photos are different now. General Grievous, we say you zoom in, Captain. Oh, on the Admiral's picture? I don't know. Fleet Paw, young Cadet Foley was a smartass at 13 or 14, just like he is today. Oh, we saw you zoom in, yes. That was a great tour. Thank you. What a cool room. That compass is way cool, by the way. Yeah, it is. I still haven't done a video about it. I had this plan to, like, I got all the video proof from the, or not the video proof, but like the photo proof from the auction that it was bought at, and then it was shipped to me, and blah, blah, blah. I had a whole video lined up to do film for it, and I haven't got to it yet, because I set it up here on the bookcase, and as you can see, it's kind of behind the chair, so I kind of forgot about it. So I still got a folder on my computer downstairs that says Enterprise prop from McGillicuddy. So, more Super Chat show and tells. Oh, he's sharing them. Ah, those are great. Super Chat show and tell, yeah. Urs says the official library, and behind a hidden door there is another room, the money bin. I mean the book and collection bin. Well, there is a closet here with mirrored doors, and behind that is some of Sylvia's shoes, some of our computer equipment, some of the equipment she uses for training when she does technical training for her work. That's her job. She's a trainer. So that's the closet. Eventually, when her office isn't in here and in the other room, this will be a completely done library. It'll have like a little fireplace here where her desk is currently, more shelves, another bookshelf on this side, and then I can get all these books off the floor and shit, because I hate that. It just drives me nuts to see that. Urs said our high school had Mein Kampf, but never read it. Got bored at line 1. Yeah, it's not well written. No problem, Fran. Hope you enjoyed it. Melted Copper says, who knows if a Problem War propaganda cartoon could be made today if a war broke out. Trek or not, a room full of curiosities for a curious mind. It's true. Peter Lacaco, $5. Hey, Cat. Seen that Star Trek board got 4K update. Can't wait to retry it. I haven't seen that. That's cool. Urs, I like reading, but there are far better books than that. Far better books by that little corporal. Yes. Clone of Jonathan, I have a collection of pocket TOS novels in my parents' garage. No way they're in great condition anymore. Oh no. G is 16. Impressive. Have you ever had your entire collection valued? If not, how much do you think it is worth in total? I think it's been officially. I mean, we had to give an estimate for a lot of this stuff, and my Star Trek collection, my Transformers, and my G.I. Joe collection, and my Star Wars collection, all those toys that are downstairs. We had to give an estimate to an insurance company a few years ago, and I don't remember the totals. I don't think it was never an official estimate kind of thing, so no. Franz throws in $5, or Fran, sorry. Moretz Booth throws in $5. Thank you. No comment, but thank you. You're the one that made that possible. So, Defiant says, no lie, I want to see fan films of the Terran Empire versus the Klingons and Romulans. Fran says, tell Sylvia I love her gargoyles. Yes. Well, actually, they're grotesques. If they're like, that's a grotesque. That's not a gargoyle. You know why it's not a gargoyle? Because a gargoyle is actually like a downspout of like a water. Like, it's on a building, but that's where the water comes out. That's a gargoyle. This is called a grotesque. But yes, she collects gargoyles and grotesques. There's a lot more in the house. So, yeah, I'll let her know that you like them. 40-something man-child. Hey, Cap, hope you're well. Hope you got decent insurance, LOL. Yeah, we have fantastic insurance, as was proven after our flood. We have fantastic insurance. And good to see you. Now I know who you are. Fleet Pa throws in $2. Where are the whips, change, and nipple clamps at? They are downstairs, specifically on Sylvia's side of the bed, in a little drawer beside our one wardrobe. I don't know if you've seen any. Yeah, well, you would have. You would have seen tours of the downstairs when after the flood, once we got it all reset up. There's like hooks in the ceiling and stuff. What do you think those are for? Come on, man. Sometimes it's better not to know what everything is worth. Otherwise, one might faint. Defiant says, the only Transformers I want are the HasLab Victory Saber and the Takara Tomy God Generate and God Bomber. Yeah, those don't really interest me. Do you collect masks? I don't collect masks. I've got some, though. I've got a few from when I was a kid. I have the Dune buggy that turns into a car. I don't know the character's name or the vehicle's name. So I got the Dune buggy. I got the black Corvette. I think that's all I have. So no, I don't really collect masks, no. There are a few I want to get, though. Urs says, I hope you don't have an Iron Maiden hidden in the basement. No, that's a little extreme. Side table also has the handcuffs and whip. Handcuffs, whip, whole bunch of bondage gear, bondage rope, bondage tape, gags, nipple clamps, other unmentionables. Anyway, cat of nine tails, riding crop. Yeah, I don't want to get into all the really dirty stuff, but anyway, you get the hint, you get the point. Fleet Paw, part of the basement refit series. Thank you, Fleet Paw. God damn, you're on the ball tonight. I miss having you around on these lives because you're always like firing on all cylinders. Urs says, there is one in a museum I have been to in the old country, Castle Kyberg. Darn me, again, doing travel promos again. 40-something man-child. I started Mask recently. My G1 Transformers were getting out of hand, so I started a side collection. Nice. Swords and halberds and etc. too. Try traction. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation, and it's not YouTube friendly, so I won't get into all that. But yeah, too much for some people. So Peter the Caco, $5. Thank you so much, Peter. 30 people here, 45 likes. It's pretty good. Can we get 5 more likes, though? Or have 5 people out there not hit that like button? Hit it. I want to get to 50 if we can. Anyway, Peter Caco, $5. What was your favorite part of your recent California trip? Why did you not stop by Sarah Silverman's office at the observatory? Didn't think about it, honestly. We did go through the entire observatory. You probably watched the video. My favorite part would have been Galaxy's Edge. I thought that was fantastic. Specifically, Rise of the Resistance. That is not a ride. That's an experience. Like, it is so fantastic. So that would be my favorite part. And honestly, just being with Sylvia, we had such a great vacation. We haven't done a vacation like that in a long time, where we've actually spent some money and gone somewhere and done some stuff. So just spending time with her, meeting up with Matt Boardman, Doug Drexler, Aaron Waltke. It was a fantastic trip. There was so many great moments in it, but honestly, the standout for me and the reason that the trip even happened, because I said to Sylvia one day, I really want to go to Galaxy's Edge, and so we started making plans. We were going to go down to Disney World in Florida, and we're like, okay, we'll think about it. We'll kind of decide, you know. And then it's like, wait a minute, is there a Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland in California? Yes. You know all the people I know in California and all the things we could do? All of a sudden the trip just solidified. So yeah, that's the reason I wanted to go, just to see Galaxy's Edge. And yeah, that was my favorite part. It was great. I didn't give a shit about the rest of Disney. The only other thing we did was the Jungle Cruise. So did a lot of shopping on Main Street, but we didn't do anything else really. I don't care. There's nothing at Disney that like really interests me besides the Star Wars stuff. And the Galaxy's Edge should be completely different. You shouldn't have to walk through all of Disney to get to Galaxy's Edge, in my opinion. But errors. If you could travel in time, which era in history would you like to see more of? For me, it would be the Middle Ages. Fuck the Middle Ages. You're gonna get sick and die. I would say the Victorian era. I would love to see Victorian England. Well, anywhere in the 1880s kind of thing, but specifically Victorian England, just because I'm such a huge Sherlock Holmes fan, and I know Victorian England was a dirty, fucking disgusting city, and just Victorian times in general were kind of gross. But there's a romanticization about it. Like it's so romanticized in things, and especially like a Victorian Christmas. I would love to see stuff like that. Besides that, though, I'd love to go back and see ancient Egypt. I'd like to see the pyramids being built. Learn the real history of the Sphinx. That's a whole other discussion too, but that's all right. There's a lot of things I would like clarification on history-wise. So Dave Thompson says got 50. Got 50 what? Trekyards, did you not like the Wally cap? Did you not like Wally? Look, don't get me wrong. I like the movies. I just don't give a I don't want to spend the money and the time and deal with the people to go to Disneyland. There's nothing that really interests me. Haunted Mansion, sure, kind of cool. Jungle Cruise, their first ride at Disneyland, pretty neat, pretty awesome. I'm sure there's a few other things that I wouldn't mind, but honestly, just Disneyland is over fucking hyped. I don't understand these Disney adults that just worship and praise everything Disney. I like the movies just fine. And Wally was all right. I've only seen Wally like twice. It's not that fantastic. But yeah. Throw out some Disney movies. I'll tell you if I like them. Defiant says, I have a slight obsession with Japanese Transformer shows and their figures. Characters like Metal Hawk, Genrai, Deathsaurus, the Train Combiner, Raiden, etc. Yeah, I don't like the Japanese stuff, really. Verta says the 1800s is cool, too. Lots of cool inventions and stuff. Yes. 40-something man-child. Modern-day England can be pretty gross and disgusting, to be fair. I know, I've been there. Only once, though. Trekyards, new Napoleon movie looks good. It does. Fleetpaw says Disney would have been fun about 15 years ago when I wouldn't have to pay for it. Well, yeah, it would have been great. Trekyards, if you can accept the fact fillings. Oh, for the Napoleon movie. Yeah, I don't care about that kind of stuff. I just enjoy it as a movie. I'm not going to rail on them for every historical inaccuracy. Defiant says, same Victorian England, ancient China, no, not me. Sengoku era Japan, possibly. Revolutionary era America, no. 1940s England, I can go on. Peter Lukaku, was Paris's stolen Dodge Ram still parked outside of the observatory? Yes, right beside Bumblebee from Transformers. War God 6. I'd travel back and meet Jesus. The Bible says we are all God's children, and perhaps that's what they meant by son of God. Maybe it's closer to prophet. Yeah, that's getting into territory I don't want to get into, but yeah, I'd go back and give him a copy of the Bible, translated so he could read it. I don't know. I don't like Napoleon for what he did to Switzerland in 1798, says hers. General Grievous, wow, Fleet Paw. I leave and get a snack and come back to see you asking for nipple clamps and whips. And I don't know what gave Fleet Paw that idea, by the way. Trekyards says, I'm British, so no love for Napoleon, lol, since we wiped him out. But interesting time period, yes. Thanks to you British and to the Russian Tsar, modern-day Switzerland exists. Fleet Paw says, I'm a freak, Grievous. I'm not, though. You can believe that. Trek or not, definitely an interesting time period. Eric Martin, I'd like to see the Panama and Suez canals being built, and the Titanic. The Titanic would be great. 40-something man-child, and I used to live and work in Toronto about 17 years ago. Much nicer place to live. Don't know why I came back. Oh yeah, free healthcare that I needed. LOL. David Thompson, take video of the JFK assassination. If you are interested in that and want to see an alternate history of that, you should check out Stephen King's book. What is it? 11/22/63. It's about a time traveler that goes back in time and lives like 5 years in the past so he can stop the assassination of JFK. It's really good. It's a really good. At least I found the first half a lot better than the last half, but it's a very good read if you like that kind of thing in that time period. So, General Grievous, I don't judge Fleet Paw. I don't forget though. Trek or not, would be cool to see some World War II battles, but the idea of being there, not so nice. Fleet Paw throws in $2. Liar. Liar? What did I lie about? That I'm not a freak? Bitch, please. Do I look like a freak? I'm the captain. Captains can't be freaks. Checkmate. Dave Thompson's read it. Okay. I read the first couple chapters, then I kind of stopped. Then I watched the mini-series they did, which is it deviates quite a bit from the book, but that's okay. Still pretty interesting. Then I finally listened to the whole book on Audible. I got it on Audible and listened to it. Very well done. Very well done. And I enjoyed the first half of it immensely. Second half, But Fleet Paw knows nothing. Think of Schultz from Hogan's Heroes. I know nothing. I see nothing. That's Fleet Paw right now. Peter Lukaku, $5. I saw your Galaxy's Edge experience on the Millennium Falcon. How much control did you have at the console you were at? Well, I was firing the red lasers. The mom across from me was firing the blue lasers, and her kids were flying. They were doing one was doing up down, one was doing side to side, which annoyed me. I wanted to fly, but whatever, I can deal with it. So I was firing the lasers. So you have a lot of control actually, and you get a score. I was just like hitting the button because I was filming, so I wasn't really like trying to like do it like to get the perfect score. But yeah, if you don't fire, if you don't hit the button, they don't fire. So, and if the pilot whatever doesn't move the right way, you get damaged, so they get a lower score, less percentage, and less percentage of the money as well that you earn from the experience. So it was fucking great though. It was great. It was really fun. Seta iTransmedia. You and Sam should do a review of the Bit More Christmas movie with Jonathan Frakes and Robert Picardo. No. Or Euro Trip. Scotty doesn't know. Clone of Jonathan says that's so Stephen King. What, the first half being good, the last half not so much? Yeah. I just love the detail he goes into. And that's the thing with Stephen King. The detail is like, you feel like you're there. Like you can... And that's great. Especially for a time traveler going back to the late 1950s, early 1960s. It was so great to hear. It was just... But it gets old after a while, all that detail. So... Captain Corky. Hogan's Heroes is one of my favorite classics. World War II shows. Yeah, Hogan's Heroes is great. Defiant says, I'd love to witness Eco 506 per 101st Airborne's entire journey from Toccoa to Burchett Gate. I don't know what any of that means. Urs says, Euro Trip was a fun movie with the Brits and the Swiss Guards. Fleetpaw is whistling innocently. I'll buy it. 40-something Manchild throws in £5. Thank you so much. And it's a first super chat. Your first super chat here, at least. Ooh, congratulations on your first super chat. That's awesome. Says, it ain't much, but a small sign of my appreciation for your content. Nightcap, and take care. Good night, my friend. Sleep well. Trek or not, I liked Needful Things. Not a bad movie, Cap. I haven't seen that one. Mr. X throws in $5. What is your favorite Sherlock Holmes novel and why? Favorite Sherlock Holmes novel. So out of the 4 novels, like The Sign of Four, Hound of the Baskervilles, The Valley of Fear. What was the other one? Anyway, there's 4 novels and like 76 short stories or 74 short stories. I used to be really brushed up on my Holmes. I got to admit, I haven't been brushing up on Holmes for quite a few years, so I'm a little rusty. My favorite novel, written by Conan Doyle, would have to be The Hound of the Baskervilles. Just because it's such a classic, and it's got that horror vibe, kind of a supernatural specter vibe, like haunted, the moors are haunted by this hellacious hound. And then it's just, you find out at the end exactly what's going on, and it's like, ugh. The thing I don't like about that book is there's not a lot of Holmes in it. It's a lot Watson based. Holmes is kind of in the periphery until he reveals himself. He starts out in it, obviously, sends Watson off, and he actually follows him and kind of shadows him the whole time. So there's not a lot of Holmes in it, but I really like The Hound of the Baskervilles. I think that was my first Sherlock Holmes book, if I recall correctly, and I still have my first copy of Hound of the Baskervilles. Where is it, though? Let's see. Hi. Fancy meeting you here. Let's see, where's my... It is here. Dun, 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 dun. Look at the dust, oh my God. Where? It's one my grandma gave me. Oh yeah, Eric wanted me to show you the Playmates book and The Art of Olivia and Alberto Vargas, and Innocent Images, the sexy fantasy females of Viper and Kiss. And it's only art if it's well hung. Julie Strain, and he wanted me to show you all those. But anyway, there you go. Oh, is it down here? Yeah, there it is. Not that you guys care, but hold on, I gotta set you down. Here. I'm gonna set you down on the chair. Don't worry, I'm still here. All right. This is my first Sherlock Holmes novel, The Hound of the Baskervilles. No, it is not signed by Arthur Conan Doyle. It'd be great if it was. I went to a signing. No, this I got at like a Scholastic book fair at school, I believe. Look how yellow those pages are. But yeah, this was like my first one. I keep my books in good condition, but this one's been around a long time. Plus, I love the art on that, which is great. So, I'm just gonna set you there for a minute. So I gotta put this back now because my OCD will not allow me to leave the bookshelf all disheveled. This is unacceptable. So many great books. So many great Sherlock Holmes books. Sorry, I'll be right with you guys. Hold up. He's gotta do this, otherwise it will drive me nuts. It's driving me nuts. And then I think after I got The Hound of the Baskervilles, this was my next book. This one my Nana got me for one of my birthdays. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Actually, it might have an inscription. Yeah. To Stuart, with love from Nana, 1987. So, those two books are basically what got me into Sherlock Holmes. And look, I got a copy of Beaton's Christmas Annual. This is the first appearance of Sherlock Holmes in print. And it is, of course, the sign of 4. Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle. Yeah, see. Beaton's Christmas Annual 1987. This is a reprint of the, not a reprint, but like a, anyway, there's 3 stories in here, but it's made to look like the original Beaton's Christmas Annual that Holmes was first published in. So there's that. Oh, for fuck's sakes. God damn it. So I used to work at a library, and look at that. That's actually not a Holmes book. That one is, sorry, which one isn't? The White Company. That's another Arthur Conan Doyle book, but this is my one copy of Valley of Fear, which is all fucked up. Here's another of my favorite versions of the Hound of the Baskervilles. '96. So there you go. Anyway. There we go. I just stepped outside. It's fucking snowing. Fuck that. Oh, man. Fuck that snow. Dave Thompson had a friend who was a Tech Sergeant Schultz. Nice. Fleet Paw. I'd have to say Hound of the Baskervilles as well, only because it's the only one I remember reading. That's fair. Fran, $10. I'm a retired fleet admiral from the 80s Starfleet Club, and the collectibles from then was great. Yes. Don, hello Cap and all, and happy Black Friday. Hope everyone is well, despite the passing of local weather anchor, Seattle's own Steve Poole. Wow. Defiant says, mine is resident patient. Studying Scarlet, the Norwood Builder, Hound of the Baskervilles, and Musgrave Ritual. Well, only, see, you say that, but a resident patient, Norwood Builder, and Musgrave Ritual are stories, not novels. They're just short stories. I was asked for my favorite novel. There's only 4 Sherlock Holmes novels. I like The Adventure of the Dancing Men, The Speckled Band, The Red-Headed League, The Resident Patient's good. Musgrave Ritual's good. I'd have to go through a list of the titles. Anyway. Oh no, who turned out the lights? I'm scared of the dark. Oh my god. Nice ratty tennis balls under the bookshelf. There's no tennis balls under the bookshelf, dude. Nice fucking try. I think you're thinking of this, which is an alien, and it's a dog toy. I don't have ratty tennis balls under my bookcase. I take personal offense to that comment, actually. Fucking dogs with their toys, though. I hate having the dog toys lying around the house, but it is what it is. Looks like the same quality as my Hardy Boys novels. Fleet Paw, nothing wrong with honesty. Bizcorubus. Who? What? I'll let you know if you push too many buttons. Who's Brizkorov? Why am I not seeing a comment by them? Books we can get from our grandparents are even more special and those from our parents too. Yeah. Eric Martin, we got him breathing hard, folks. Again, I'm pretty self-conscious about that because a lot of my videos I watch back and I'm like, God damn, you can hear me breathing really fucking hard. And it just means I'm fat and I'm old and it's kind of embarrassing. So again, thank you for pointing that out as well, Eric. I'll try not to breathe too loud. I hate when I play a game too with my VR and the mic's like right here or built into the new one. And people are like, we can hear you breathing. It's like, yeah, well, I kind of have to breathe to play the game. And I don't realize that I'm breathing louder than normal because the microphone is right beside my fucking mouth. So if you can't take my breathing, I'll hold my breath because how dare I breathe while I play a game? Just a pet peeve I have. Peter the Caco. Well, I'm out. Good night, crew. See you tomorrow at the Extreme Drunkyards. If I make it, I might not be there, but Commander Calkins will be. Fleetpaw, it's because he's thinking about you, Eric. Shall I mute him for a few, Stuart? Nah, he's good. Trek or not, we all gotta breathe, fuck's sake. Be worse if there was no breathing. Yeah. Hey guys, I want to show you this book. Hold on, let me set the phone down. It's okay, I'm good. You probably hear the dogs breathing though. General Grievous. I'm not a huge DS9 fan, but I would have loved to see a holodeck episode where Garrick tried to commit the perfect murder to fool Holmes, or Garrick versus Moriarty, with who could kill the other in a creative way. That would have been fantastic. Ers, I don't hear you breathe loud, neither here in this live or in others, and not even on them game lives. Well, I do. Especially if I'm doing like a live where I'm out walking, or you know, the LA trip. There's a few moments where I could like hear it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, stop being out of shape and fat, and just fucking stop breathing. Like the phone's out here; it's quite far away from my face. It's unfortunate it has a sensitive microphone, or is it a good thing? I don't know. It's probably a good thing, but anyway, it just annoys me that I hear it. So. There's Brizcora. What did he say before? What buttons is he pushing? What is happening? Fleetpaw? Let me know in the other chat, please. Better design mics would be nice, though. Yeah. Eric, did you ever get your sleep apnea taken care of? For the love of fuck. If you really need to know, I go on Monday, heading down to Oakville for my next sleep study thing, where they actually hook me up to a new CPAP machine and calibrate it. So I have to go to fucking Oakville for a night on Monday night. And then I can pick up my new machine. So, no. Dave Thompson, how's your dog doing? They are all doing very well. Except they're loud, snarry creatures. Ers, I have issues hearing my voice in a video or even seeing myself in pics or in videos. That is why there's almost no videos of me online. Maybe on Facebook, but only when I talk. But only when I talk. Creepy voice. All right, Fleetpaw just summoned me to the other chat, so I must take a look at it. So hold on, guys. He did as I requested. Okay, but what did he say that was honest? I see that, but there's got to be something else that would have prompted that one. Maybe I'm wrong. Thanks, Eric. Eric sent me a picture of Spock holding his tricorder the way I absolutely hate. Good job. Eric Martin, time to talk about food yet? Sure. We had a cheeseburger, cheeseburger pizza tonight from Gino's Pizza. It's really good. Fleetpaw, I hate the sound of my own voice in a recording. Most people do. I did at first too. Now I don't, because it doesn't sound any different to me in a recording now than it does sitting here talking to you right now. So a lot of people do. And you know why? You know what the reason for that is? There's a scientific reason for that. Because when you hear your own voice, you're hearing it amplified through your skull and through your ear canal. You're hearing your voice from an internal source. So when you hear that with that taken away, I don't like the sound of my voice because you've heard it your entire life amplified through your skull. So when you hear it without that, you're like, the fuck is this shit? But then you get used to it. So there's a scientific reason for why people don't like the sound of their voice. It's also a reason why people don't like seeing themselves in photos a lot of the time or on video. Because most of the time when you see yourself, it's in a mirror. So you're seeing a mirror image of yourself. So to you, that's the ideal you. That's how you look. So when you see it not mirrored, your brain subconsciously goes, what the fuck is that? And that's why a lot of people have self-esteem issues when it comes to video or pictures. So it's the same phenomenon. Or it says, few at least, I am not the only one that thinks that. And Briz Korab, we seriously need to see a new Star Trek show with Kirk sending it off. My heart is not well without it. Oh no. Eric Martin says, I think you have a nice voice when you aren't breathing too hard. Wow, he's just drilling into it after I said it bugs me. Thanks, Eric. Fleetpaw, it might be time to get ready to mute Eric if he hasn't learned his lesson yet. I don't mind a little jabbing sometimes when I'm in the mood for it, but the heavy breathing and the tennis ball comment really irked me. I'm fine, because I've corrected each one. There was no tennis ball under my bookcase, but whatever. But yeah, it's just one of those days, Eric, where I'm like, just on that edge. So just be aware. That's all. Fleetpaw says the camera adds at least 50 kilograms to me. I don't know what the fuck a kilogram is, so I know it's metric. I know, but I don't measure myself in kilograms. It's pounds. So I know you're trying to be Canadian conscious when you talk on these lives, Fleetpaw, and try to do things in metric. You know, I get upset about the Fahrenheit thing, but don't use kilograms because I have no idea what 50 kilograms is. So, so I take very few pictures. I always look fatter than I am. Body dysmorphia. Peter Lecaco, $5. Ooh, one more thing. Did you catch the Red Letter Media video of the destroyed Enterprise D from Cause and Effect? Yes, I did. I saw it like 4 hours after they released it. It's great. Ura says, I reckon Eric breathes even worse, like an old steam engine. I don't think so. I haven't heard Eric breathe heavily. Eric, I'm on the edge of the neutral zone, folks. Yeah. Drifting. Hull penetrated life support system failing. Can you assist us, Trekyards? Can you assist us? Fuck no. That's where we're at. Fleetpaw, the ice is breaking, Eric Martin. The airlock is calling you. It wouldn't be an airlock. You would just be locked in the brig for a little bit. 1 kilogram equals 2 pounds. Yeah, I don't care. Making 50 kilograms, 100 pounds. Cool. I find that hard to believe, that 1 kilogram equals 2 pounds, therefore 50 kilograms is 100 pounds, because that's not how Fahrenheit works. That's not how liters work compared to gallons. Like, I don't know how many fucking liters are in a gallon or how many gallons are in a fucking... So I find it hard to believe that it's a 1-to-1 ratio like that for kilograms, but Earth says it is very cold in space. Remember that, Eric. Oops, I meant metric pounds. Darn it. Anyway, Eric Martin, revenge is a dish best served cold. Indeed. 1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds. That makes more sense. 2.78 liters per gallon. For fuck's sakes. Yep. God damn it. 2.2. Anyway, so there you go. You guys got a little bit of a tour. Like I said, I want to focus on more things. I want to be able to pull some things out and have the camera set up on a tripod so I can like put stuff back as well. So for my mental sanity, but show you things and kind of explain my history with the piece or anything I know about the production history of it or anything like that. So a lot of really interesting stuff in this room, and some of this stuff Sylvia's as well. It's not all mine. A large majority of it is mine because I've kind of collected this stuff over my entire lifetime and have brought it with me on move upon move upon move instead of just getting rid of it. So, but yeah, I would love to do a more detailed one at some point. But at least you guys kind of got an overview. Hopefully you liked it. Fran throws in $5. Hey, we are all getting old, but still need to breathe and eat. LOL. So all okay. Urs says, are we in math class? Darn it, the eagle has landed in math yards. I hate math. I have 3 fears in life. Running, math, and the dentist. So. Ray Rivera, I thought Canada used the metric system. You don't? We absolutely do. But nobody measures themselves in kilograms here. Maybe the young folks, but we're all measured in pounds. I measure myself in pounds. The doctors write it down in pounds. So, but yes, we do use the metric system. But see, temperature, outside air temperature is Celsius. But I'll always, forever measure water temperature for like a hot tub or a pool in Fahrenheit. Because grew up with a pool. My parents have an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Grew up with a big-ass pool. So if the temperature was above like 78 degrees, between 78 and like 85, it was like beautifully nice weather or nice water temperature. You know, like 82 is probably kind of perfect. If it was lower than that, man, it's friggin' cold. So I don't measure water in Celsius unless I'm boiling water, and then of course it's in Celsius. Canada's weird. That's all I'm saying. Fran puts in $5. Thank you so much, Fran. Hey, oh, I already read that one. Oh, you sent it twice. Did you mean to send it twice, or was that an accident? Eric Martin, that makes our gasoline close to 6 per gallon up here. Peter Lukaku, your weight is like 10 pounds on Pluto. Hey, I weighed myself on all the planets for my LA trip video. Some of us use it and some do not. Trekyards, do you think you will ever move again, Cap? Would be a logistical feat. It's always been a logistical feat, and no, I never want to move again. If I did move one more time, it would be into the perfectly designed house for my collection, and it would be the last move I ever do. I swore that this would be the last move I ever did. And yeah, I've moved a few times. I haven't moved a lot, but let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I've moved 6 times in my life. So Nick T, after getting your hands on the Tomy Enterprise, you get the urge to get back into model making, maybe revisit another 350 kit? No, but I do have one urge, and that is I'm going to film a video, probably going to film it this week and have it be out the week after, of this upcoming week. I meant like film it this upcoming week and have it come out the week after. I want to do a video comparing my 350 build, my 350 Polar Lights Enterprise, to the Tomy one. Because there's a lot of things I like about the Tomy one, but there's a lot of things I prefer about my 350 build. So it'll be interesting to do a side-by-side comparison. So the review is coming out this upcoming Wednesday, sorry, on the 29th. And then a week from that will probably be the comparison video. So That is why folks fear the dentist. Moving is very stressful. Yes, it is. Urs says, with my weight, I have one thing I share with the moon. When he gains, I gain. When he loses, he can do that on his own. Eric Martin says, Cat won't move, but he wants to take over my empty basement to display things. Yeah, Eric's got a huge basement, and it's all finished and nice. Like, you could basically build a TOS Enterprise bridge in that goddamn beautiful basement. And I got a big enough collection that I need a place to display it. And I can't do that right now because of the way the house is set up, because dipshit's still living here. Once he moves out and we move our bedroom back upstairs and I get the whole basement, and then Sylvia's office gets moved into where the ready room was, because all the stuff in the ready room is going downstairs, so I can display everything and have like a man cave, then this library will be finished too. So everything is all fucked up because dipshit in the next room hasn't moved out yet. So War God 6, depends what I'm measuring. Celsius for temp, inches and feet, yards, liters, I guess depends on what I'm measuring. Fair enough. Trek or not, watched Edge of Tomorrow today. That movie is awesome. Yes. It is a fantastic movie. I have it in 3D and I love it. Is there a Star Trek Advent calendar for this year? I'm sure there are many. I have one that I'm going to do, but it is not a Star Trek. It says it's a Star Trek Advent calendar, but it's actually a 12 Days of Christmas calendar. There's only 12 things in it. There's not 24. So, technically, 12 Days of Christmas, it should start Christmas Day and end like January 5th. But what I'm going to do is each week leading up to Christmas, I'm going to look at like 3 or 4 things from the box and talk about them in one video. That's how I'm going to handle the Advent calendar thing this year. So, yeah. Fleet Paw, moving sucks. I've done it many times. Being a military family, if I move again, I'm moving down south, away from the snow, and I'm staying there till I die. Don't do that because you'll be much farther from me. Speaking of, why don't you ever come visit me? You're so close. It doesn't take that much to get over here. I should come visit you, but I don't want to. Just kidding. But no, seriously, don't move down south because then you'll be way too far away. Yeah. I moved twice so far. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, and each time I move, like I said, I take everything. I don't sell stuff. I don't give stuff away. I mean, I've given a few things away over the years. Plus, my divorce really fucked me up because stupid bitch kept half my stuff just out of spite. Like my entire sword collection. I had 36 swords when I got divorced. How many did I get back? None. I had to restart my sword collection. That's a whole sticky point for me. I got my books back. I got my Star Trek stuff back because she didn't care about it. She didn't have anybody that would be interested in selling it or buying it from her. So, but the swords, of course, she fucking sold. I got my Star Trek stuff back. I got my Transformer stuff back. I got a lot of my stuff back, but it was all stuff she considered junk because it was just like. But some of my more expensive collectibles, like I had a really expensive Transformers, one of the TF Con plates that had like Cybertron on it and Optimus and Megatron from like 1990. Fuck, the year was on it. I don't know. It might have been 1997. I can't remember now. That plate never came back. Some of my Franklin Mint collectibles, like I had a really nice gold-plated mask of Tutankhamun. That never came back. So I'd have everything if it wasn't for my stupid bitch of an ex-wife. But hey, 'tis the way it is. Things happen for a reason. Eric Martin, I appreciate Cap for not teasing me for taking only 10 things. Having only 10 things. It had a lot more than that. You had a pretty good selection for a guy living on his own. So I'm not busting your balls, but apparently you just want to keep busting away on mine, so it's not really fair. Fleetpaw, regarding Christmas, with Sylvia being of Eastern European descent, do you guys celebrate Orthodox Christmas or celebrate at least until Orthodox Christmas is done? I don't even know what the fuck any of that means. I've heard of Orthodox Christmas, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The only thing that her family did different than my family growing up was St. Nicholas Day, which I thought was kind of stupid. So I'm not exactly 100% sure what Orthodox Christmas is. I might need that explained to me. Once I hear it, I'll probably be like, oh yeah, that's it. But no, Christmas is just celebrated the same. So they have Christmas at January 6th or 7th. Yeah, they do the 12 days of Christmas, right? That's what Orthodox Christmas is. Like you set up the tree Christmas Eve, and then that's what Orthodox Christmas is, right? The whole setting up the tree Christmas Eve and doing all that stupid shit. Yeah, she doesn't do that. Christmas is in January instead of December 25th. Yeah, she doesn't do that. That's just stupid. No offense to anybody that celebrates that way, but that's just dumb. St. Nicholas Day we do too. So, not to offend anybody's religious beliefs, but that's just dumb. Moving on. Briz Koreb, my ex took my angry pointing monkey plushie from Family Guy in the divorce, but all of my important belongings were from at my parents' house. Good man. Trekyards, when does your tree go up, Cap? I live on the horizon. Alive on the horizon? We're kind of debating putting it up this weekend because next weekend's really busy. When my kids were young, I always used to wait until after November 11th, until after Remembrance Day. Then I'd put the tree up the first weekend after Remembrance Day and have it up for much longer because I had little kids in the house. Now I just don't fucking ever want to do it. So it's once December gets here, it'll go up eventually sometime before Christmas. But yeah, we'll probably do it maybe tomorrow afternoon or Sunday. I know tomorrow afternoon's a Trekyards, but like I said, I'm probably not going to be there. I might show up for a little bit, but I don't want to do one tomorrow. So that's why Sam and Marie are doing it, and I might be a special guest on our own Trekyards. So, but anyway, will I do it live? It's being set up now, and I haven't done the Trekyards tree for like 3 years now. I used to set up a small tree either downstairs in my filming area or in the ready room with all of my Star Trek and Star Wars and all my sci-fi ornaments on it. I haven't done that in 3 years. I don't want to. I don't care. I've just lost that Christmas feeling, which is sad because I used to really love Christmas when I had the kids around. Sure, the kids come over and visit every year on Christmas Day and all that. Yeah, the kids are still here, and Cassie is like my Christmas buddy. She like loves Christmas movies. She loves anything Christmas, so she always wants to go Christmas shopping with me. She's 23 now. She's gonna be 24 on January 6th, and yeah, sorry, January 4th. January 4th, she'll be 24. But I don't know. Just kind of lost that Christmas vibe. Eris says, you almost look like them small smoky nutcrackers they have at the Christmas markets in Europe. Yeah. Eric Martin, $5. Peace offering for annoying your Cap. Thank you, Eric. It's all good. Just please know that it was getting on my nerves a little bit tonight. Fleetpaw, I never really thought about it as I'm not Orthodox, so I'm not offended. Just wondered how you celebrated. Yeah, typical. Urs says, I will send you a picture of our Christmas tree again if you like. Before and after picture. Sure. Yeah, that was awesome. Hezraz, I never understood people that take the take the Christmas tree up on Christmas Eve and down on Christmas Day. Why do all that work to put it down the next day? Have it up for a few weeks. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. Sylvia's birthday is on December 31st, right? So we always have people come over to the house on New Year's Eve. We play card games, we drink, we hang out in our pajamas. Use your imagination. But we have people come over, and sometimes I don't mind the Christmas tree being up into the new year till like January 5th or somewhere around there, right? Then I'll take it down. But other years, it's like once Christmas is over, once the 28th, 29th hits of December, I'm like, I'm taking the tree down. It's already been up a whole month. I kind of just want to put it away. So sometimes it's down before New Year's Eve, and sometimes it's not. It's one of those things. Like, you look forward to setting it up. Once it's set up, you're like, the Christmas decorations are up. The tree looks good. It's great. Sit here and watch Christmas movies with the tree on. It's awesome. And then after a month, you're like, I want to take the tree down. You take the tree down, and then your living room is back to being normal. It's clear. It's free. There's no trees. There's no decorations. You're like, nice, clean, tidy, non-cluttered living room. Awesome. And that's really great for like a couple days. And that just goes back to being a normal thing. So, Kevin Scott, watch Elf and you'll get your Christmas cheer back. Singing loud for all to hear. I watch Elf every year because Cassie makes me. She always comes over and watches Christmas movies with me. And that's one of my favorite things to do is watch Christmas movies with her. But, you know, she's still my Bubba girl. Like, she's my baby girl. She's my sweetheart. We're always best friends at Christmas. I mean, we're always best friends. But when it came to Christmas, it was extra special. And so, yeah. Actually, we're going over to her place tomorrow. I'm going to have some hot chocolate and visit with her in her new apartment. And, yeah. So maybe she'll come over tomorrow after we hang out and she'll help me set up the tree. I don't know. Peter the Caco, my ex took half of everything that worked in a hole, like crock pot without the heater pot, heating blanket without the plug, in elements that control temperature, the Ninja blender without contain. Oh my God. Urs says, we cut down our Christmas tree on the 23rd, put it up on the 24th until maybe January 7th, but took it down a few days before that this year. Peter the Caco, and recently my certain power tools I needed and the batteries are gone. Oh no, that sucks. Urs says, has a real trio with real candles, almost a Victorian Christmas tree. That terrifies me though, because that's a goddamn fire hazard. Hezraz, Trekyards, I get that. We usually take it up in November and put it and down after Christmas. Yeah, that's how I used to do it too. But take it up. Hezraz, where are you from? Because take it up is a weird turn of phrase. Put it up. Put up the tree. Take it up. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm just wondering where you're from. I guess Dave Thompson is saying goodnight all. Are you leaving, Dave? Hey. Ezra's is true. Or that Victorian trend where they used to hang Christmas trees upside down. LOL, it happened. Eric Martin, when I get in the Christmas mood, I put on the fireplace channel. Yeah. I usually put on the fireplace channel with like Christmas carols every Christmas morning. Even though the TV is sitting on a fake fireplace. So that fireplace is on. And then I got the big fireplace on TV with the crackling and the Christmas carols playing. Because growing up, my parents, they had two fireplaces. One up in the living room, one downstairs in the rec room. So we always had real fires at Christmas. So I really miss real fires at Christmas. I don't have a real fireplace in this house, which is a shame. But something about a crackling fire on Christmas morning or on Christmas Eve it just, I miss that. I miss the smells. So I buy the candles from Bath and Body Works, by the like fireside Christmas fire smell. Buy those, and it's good analog. It's not the same, but anyway. We only light it when we are sitting next to it, then blow out the candles out. Well, I would imagine, yeah. Hezraz, Alberta. I normally would say put it up, but wrote take it up, probably in a rush, so used wrong wording. Now I'm going to wonder if that is what we say, lol. Well, you did it more than once, though. You said take it up at least twice, possibly 3 times. That's what made me flag it and ask. Because people from Newfoundland, like I play a bridge crew and like Alien Fire Team Elite with a friend of mine, Richard from Newfoundland, and he says, when he's asking me where I am in the game, he says, "Where are you to? Where are you to?" That's just like a Newfoundland thing to say. Where are you to? Where are you to? Where am I to? I'm over here, right? Instead of where are you, it's where are you to? So I was just wondering if it was something like that, like a regional thing. My buddy Jay lives out in Alberta. He has for a few years now. I don't think he's ever said anything like that, but anyway. It must be a cowboy thing, Alberta after all. Yeah, lots of trucks. Eric Martin, people keep recommending I get an air fryer. What are your thoughts out there on those things? I've heard they're really good. It's been suggested that we get one as well. If we had more counter space or like more storage space, we probably would. I'd say go for it. Trek or not, in and I, whatever that is, we say where are you for instead of where are you going? Where are you for? Daniel's Hot Topics. Hi, Captain Foley. Did you get anything good for Black Friday? I didn't. I forgot to go to Walmart on all the days. No, we went shopping today. We got a few things for my oldest son and my daughter, and picked up a few Christmas things, but didn't get any like great deals or anything. No. Hezraz, a lot of new fees come from Alberta, and I work with a few, so they may be influencing me. Maybe. Peter Lacaco, air fried pierogies. And I, probably Northern Ireland. Oh, that makes sense. In Alberta, we say, where you at? Well, that's slang here, too. Yo, where you at, man? Yeah. There's a few other phrases that he says that are kind of odd. And you can tell, a lot of times you can tell like when a German is speaking English because they say things, they structure their sentences different. Like we would say, we threw the oats over the fence to the horse to feed the horse. A German would say, over the fence to the horse we threw the oats. Over the fence to the horse we threw the oats, instead of we threw the oats over the fence to the horse, or something like that. It's a different structure that they use. Sylvia's mom she speaks fluent French, fluent Croatian, fluent German, fluent English, and there's one other one. I can't remember the other one. She speaks like 5 languages fluently. And it's quite interesting to ask her questions. Like when you're having a conversation with someone in another language, is your inner monologue in English or is it in the language that you're talking in? And she goes, it's a little bit of both. Depends what you're thinking. And if you're about to say something, you usually think in the language that you're speaking. Whereas while other people are thinking or speaking and you're kind of like, wow, you're a bunch of goddamn morons, you're thinking in English. So interesting thought process. Like I give anybody credit that can speak another language fluently. I can barely speak English, so so Germans talk like Yoda. I mean, yeah, sorta. Fleetpaw, being older and not having children, it's hard to get into the secular Christmas spirit. It's easier to be religious. Easier to be in the religious spirit, I find. Not sure why. Jaddock Productions. Yeah, hey man. Just got home from work and now chilling. How are you? I'm good. Hope you are well. Says my monologue is Swiss German. Trek or not, there is an element of muscle memory to the action of speech. Yes, absolutely. That's why there are the typical accents. Germans that speak English all sound alike unless they're really, really good and then they can mask it. Same with like people from Pakistan when they speak English. They got that like a poo type accent. Not to be racist or stereotypical, but it's true. And I don't know, it's always kind of boggled my mind why that is, but yeah. It goes back to how they learned how to form words and speech and sounds. So Fleetpaw says mine is English translated to Klingon back to English. I lose things in translation. Yes. Anyway, guys, this has been a slice, but I gotta go, I think, because it's almost a 2-hour mark and I just got a low battery warning on my phone. So anyway, Urge says just in Switzerland in the German speaking areas, almost every region has its own dialect and different way to say it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna call it there. We go, guys. This has been fun and all. And it's been a good live, I think. I'm glad I decided to do a live tonight. So hopefully you enjoyed it as well. Like I said, tune in tomorrow for the Trekyards. I will try to make an appearance at some point. But in the meantime, enjoy Sam and Marie. Get them drunk. Get them wasted. There's going to be a super chat where they're going to try on different wigs and shit from Sam's fan films. So that could be fun. You could see them wearing wigs and have them drink at the same time. Couldn't hurt, am I right? Anyway, so tune into that. I will try to make an appearance, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. See how my day goes tomorrow. I might have other more important things to do, honestly. So, hope to see a VR video from you soon. Oh, well, I'll have to keep that in mind. Biz Korab says, I have a feeling that Paramount keeps an eye on your channel. Please keep up the great work. They do. They have since day one. There's a whole story about that. But yeah, of course we'll keep up the great work. We've been doing this for 9 years now. It's going to be 10 years this upcoming October. So we will keep it up. Thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate that. So anyway, guys, have yourselves a merry little Christmas. I'm just kidding. That's a little bit too far away still, because you're going to see me a lot before now at Christmas. Have yourselves a good night and a good weekend, and I will catch you guys later.